Thank you, Monica. It's a great pleasure to be here with all of you to celebrate Sigmund Freud's 160th birthday and to have the honor of introducing this year's distinguished Freud lecturer, Dr. Stefano Bolognini. Dr. Bolognini is a psychiatrist, training and supervising analyst of the Italian Psychoanalytical Society. He's the president of the International Psychoanalytical Association, after having been IPA board representative and chair of several IPA committees. Stefano Bolognini is a former president of the Bologna Psychoanalytic Center, former president of the Italian Psychoanalytic Society, and for 10 years, from 2002 to 2012, he was member of the European editorial board of the International Journal of Psychoanalysis. But this formal biography leaves me with a feeling that I have not done what I was asked to do today, to introduce Stefano Bolognini, whom I've had the privilege of knowing and learning from for the past decade. Allow me an attempt, and it will merely be an attempt, of introducing that person to you today. Dr. Bolognini's concept of psychoanalytic empathy revolutionized the meaning of empathy within the contemporary psychoanalytic discourse. He will tell us about the humanizing function of psychoanalytic empathy in his talk today. For me, Dr. Bolognini's empathy comes very close to Derrida's term of hospitality. It's a poetic hospitality, for an act of hospitality can only be poetic for Derrida. For both authors were very far from superficial support and sentimental friendships. I would like to let you know about the Stefano Bolognini, the writer of novels. One is titled, Like Wind, Like Wave, Fables from the Land of the Repressed, where he tells us if dogs don't go to paradise, if he likes to go where they go. Within the art of the novel, he defies time and space, becoming a poet of another time and of all times, providing a psychic map of one's secret passages. I want to introduce to you Stefano Bolognini, a psychoanalytic leader, one with integrity, empathy, benevolent curiosity, humor, and desire, tirelessly staying faithful to the Freudian discourse of at the beginning, words and magic were one and the same, hence allowing the possibility of representation and the emergence of meaning across a transgenerational tale within a tale. Dr. Bolognini encompasses the persona of what it's like to be a psychoanalyst and a leader in the 21st century. Our psychoanalytic parental home, symbolized within the address of the Freud Museum at Bergstrasse 19, our transgenerational lineage, our family home, carries the presence of Jacob Freud, Sigmund Freud, and Stefano Bolognini, a line of our paternal metaphors. At this moment in the history of humankind, I believe it's crucial to remember as psychoanalysts we belong to this heritage. Let us emphasize this point, as I have the idea that many of our contemporary global disasters, specifically, and the crisis of the subject generally, might have to do with this weakening of the name of the father. I'm naming men here, but clearly the paternal function I'm referring to is not necessarily gendered. This kind of empathic, hospitable paternal function is who Stefano Bolognini is for psychoanalysis. We need to develop the capacity for hospitality towards the symbolic Freud, not because he was ideal, just because he is the name of the father in psychoanalysis. Dr. Bolognini always told me the story that We can have space for our old books in our libraries, and that's the only way we can find space for our new ones. There's space for all these generations to coexist together. We need to acknowledge our gratitude towards Freud in order to find our way to the outside world. We shall be hospitable to Jacob Freud, Sigmund Freud, and Stefano Bolognini, to our poetic heritage first and foremost, in order to be able to land in the territory of words. Dr. Bolognini, I know how difficult it was in your busy schedule to take time, and on behalf of everyone at the Freud Museum, I want to convey our gratitude to you for your hospitality with us. And without further ado, I ask you to join me as we welcome Dr. Stefano Bolognini, 2016's Freud lecturer, the president of the International Psychoanalytic Association, and my beloved supervisor. Thank you.